Yo, what's going on, guys? You probably see that I'm wearing a scarf, got the flannel on, and yes, winter is here in Albuquerque, and it's kind of ironic that I'm doing this video because there's a lot more people moving here from Florida, even though it's cold like this. And in this video, I'm going to get into a couple reasons why, and they're not even my opinions. They're directly from some clients that just recently moved down here from Fort Myers, and we're going to be talking about that. So hang tight and let's get right into today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Eli, and if this is your first time tuning into the Living in Albuquerque channel, just do yourself and us a huge favor and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you guys never miss out on any videos, because we are dropping videos every week talking about what Albuquerque and the whole entire state of New Mexico has to offer. Now, aside from doing these amazing videos, guys, I gotta be just transparent with you guys. I am a licensed broker here in the state of New Mexico, so if you are planning on moving down here, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. And as much as I love doing these videos, me and my team would love to hop on a quick video call with you guys. That way we can go over all the different areas that you're thinking about moving to, average price for the areas and all that stuff, and make sure you're making the right decision before you head down here. But other than that, guys, let's get into today's video. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to just read exactly what they sent me. And shout out to Fernando and Jess for sending me this list, because it's freaking awesome on how you can tap into what other people are moving here instead of just kind of relying on just me, the local guy, and really be transparent on the reasons why they moved down here from an area that you would think would be paradise, right? So let's get into the first one right here, right? Diverse mix, good vibes. ABQ got this awesome mix of people, all ages, all walks of life. It's a big community potluck. Everyone brings their unique flavor. Very true. And I've said that time and time before. Albuquerque is just filled with so much life and so much culture, and all these different people from around the world come to live here just because we're so accepting, and they feel like they can be part of a community, or any community at that, because we have it all. And I don't know if it's like just because we experience all four seasons that it really just becomes a hub for anybody that's interested in being in the outdoors, or there's indoor activities, or people who just live life in general and just want a simpler life than that high speed, big city life. Moving to Albuquerque or any state or any town in New Mexico is going to be the move for you guys. So that's a good one there. I like that one. All right, next one. Always buzzing with life. There's always something going on here, whether you're into outdoor adventures, soaking in culture, or just kicking back at a cool community events. This is a place to be. Again, right? Super laid back culture, so we're very welcoming to pretty much anybody and anything that you're bringing to the table, because as slow and as behind the times that we are, we still like to make sure that we bring something new every time that, we get the opportunity to, because we don't know what we don't know, and we understand that. And we also understand that, hey, everybody brings something to the table, and everybody has a sense of value. They just probably, number one, haven't seen it yet, or haven't had the opportunity to express it, because where they come from, it's just not really looked like, hey, you have a seat at the table. You really got to be in those cliques and those clubs. And here, we don't care where you come from, what you look like. We just want to make sure that you feel, part of our New Mexico family. Oh man, I love this one here. Goodbye hurricane stress. No more sticky Florida weather and hurricane drama. Albuquerque's got a sweet deal. Less humidity, no hurricanes, and those Sandia Mountains, they turn even a grocery run into a scenic tour. I've said it time and time before. Albuquerque is just gleaming with outdoor beauty, and not having to deal with natural disasters is a big, big point of why people are moving here, because really we don't have no hurricanes. They say we have earthquakes, but I'm yet to feel like a real catastrophic ones. We got volcanoes that are inactive, so it's really beautiful to go out there and enjoy them and walk the trails. And we have Sandia Mountains to the east, and right now they're snow-capped. They're full with snow, and they're beautiful. So I'm gonna pull some B-roll up, that way you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. Having to not deal with all that nasty sticky weather stuff, humidity up, feeling like you need to shower after you showered and need to carry around a towel, feeling like a 2007 hip-hop music video where they're carrying around the rag and drying themselves off just because it's so hot where they're at, But, all jokes aside, a lot of people are moving down here because of our weather, number one, of course. Over 300 sunny days that we get here year round, and Right now, I mean, we got a little bit of clouds. The breeze is coming through, so it is cold, right? It just snowed and rained yesterday, right? A little bit of a mixture of the both. And they say it's supposed to happen again today, which is necessary because now that the cold front is coming in, it's been a little dry. So that's maybe the worst thing that you can deal with here is that it does get dry, and that when the wind comes through when it's cold, it gets a little blistering. But I mean, nothing a little bit of layers can fix, right? Dude, I love this one. 4 seasons, no extreme stuff. We get all 4 seasons, but it's pretty chill. Sometimes the mountains get a dust of snow, but it's more winter wonderland than brace yourself, it's a blizzard. Can't harp on that one enough, right? I just touched on that. And it's true. The snow that comes through, it makes it feel like very cozy, very, you just want to hunker down, get inside and slow down. And really that's what happens around here is that when the weather starts to get like this, things just slow down. You see it in the traffic when you're traveling in the mornings because kids are on and off of school, right? Because of the holidays around this time, no traffic. There's hardly any people out on the road, or even like when you're driving during the day, people are just hunkering down inside, taking more time off and enjoying the simple pleasures of being outside, even though it's freezing, right? I got all the layers on right now. I even got fleece pants on. So please don't laugh. It's an old man in me starting to come out. But really, guys, people are geared up for it and they're all about it. My kids will come outside and enjoy the outdoors while the sun is out, because when the sun does come out during the day, it is still warm. You're still going to be like in the mid 50s, which isn't terrible, right? A light sweater, the shorts will come out because you want to have that nice balance, right? And balance is key nowadays. So really just to kind of wrap all that up, the 4 seasons, you got, spring, which is super beautiful. Summer, it gets a little hot here, so sometimes you'll want to spend some time inside just because it's terrible. But if you got a pool, I mean, you're going to be outside enjoying that pool just like we did this past summer. And then now fall, fall time, Albuquerque in New Mexico really comes alive. It's because of all the beauty and all the colors in the trees and the leaves and all that stuff. And then winter comes around, you get that light dusting of snow in the mountains. And if you want to go up there and enjoy the snow, you can. You come back home, and you don't have to deal with all that snowpack, ice, and all that stuff on the ground. So really best of both worlds, guys. All right, last one that they sent me here, and this one never even crossed my mind of why people move here. And Fernando and Jess said, right in the mix. We're smack dab in the middle of everything. Road trip, easy peasy. You can hit up other states without feeling like you need a week off of work. I never thought about that. We are really centrally located, even on the map. Albuquerque's centrally located in the state, but even on the map of the whole United States, we're also centrally located. So if you do want to travel, say, let's talk city-wise, if you do want to travel up to Taos, 3 hours away, Ruidoso, 3 hours away, Red River, 3 hours away, which is right next to Taos, but you want to go to Pagosa Springs, 3 hours away. It's crazy how convenient other states and other little towns and just kind of getting away for the weekend and how easy that is to do when you live here, because that sense of convenient. I can see why a lot more people are moving down here because they want to take advantage of that, right? With Utah, Arizona, Texas, and then Mexico right to the south of us. I mean, even if you wanted to travel down south to Mexico, it's going to be an ease. Like my parents are doing it this Christmas. They're traveling down. Of course, they're flying. But even when my grandmother comes over here, she comes over on a bus just because it's that convenient. She gets here in about, 16 hours? It's 16 hours from here to California, basically, or maybe 13, depending how fast you drive. And then I got family up in Idaho. So for us to travel to Idaho, it's about the same distance to California. So, we weigh it out. Do we want to travel to the beach or do we want to travel up north to the mountains? And, we're mountain people. Obviously, I wear the flannels, the scarves and all that stuff. So, and then also just me being able to see the mountains here. It's a big delight. Even if I wanted to get away in the mountains, you can rent an Airbnb in Sandia Park for the weekend and just have a staycation, or just go up north to the resorts, the casinos, and spend some time there. Even Santa Fe is 45 minutes away. Freaking crazy. All right, guys, so there you have it. Even though it's cold out here, I'm gonna check the temperature actually right now, how cold it is. Right now it's about 37 degrees, and it's not terrible because the sun is out. So when I'm in the sun, it gets warm, but when I get in the shade, forget it, I'm gonna get cold. But other than that, guys, that's a whole list of why some local people from Fort Myers, Florida, moved down to Albuquerque And really, it's a lot of value that we have to offer to people like that. When I sat down and had coffee with them, and thanks again, Fernando and Jess, for, sharing that with me, sharing that with our audience here on YouTube, making sure that we actually be transparent and give people the real reasons why people are moving down here from Florida. But when I got a chance to sit down with them and they showed me photos of this past hurricane season, they told me that, number one, it was scary. Number two, they felt like the world had stopped, like it was an apocalypse. And they showed me videos of just people's homes torn down, people misplaced and all that stuff. They said it really, you couldn't even get a gallon of gas. So you had to be really scarce. You had to be really proactive as far as what you're doing. And people talk about droughts and stuff here. And to be honest with you, this whole state of New Mexico has done a good job of making sure that we always have water. I don't think, in the 30 years that I lived here, and some other people that I've talked to that lived here 60 plus years, have ever experienced a true drought. I mean, maybe it was back in, the 30s and 20s, but now with our systems of water processing and all that stuff, we're so high speed and up to date. But other than that, guys, I thank you so much for hanging out with me for just a bit. Again, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. So if you are thinking about moving down to Albuquerque because you're just tired of all that craziness, feel free to hit me up. Me and my team would love to hop on a quick call with you guys. That way we can make sure that you're making all the right decisions about the areas that you're moving to, whether it's the Sandia Mountains or you want to move west towards the petroglyphs and more desert. We can help you with that decision, providing you with all the right tools necessary to make the best decision for you and your family. But other than that, guys, the sun's starting to come out. I'm going to go inside and enjoy the rest of my day. You guys have a good one. Peace.